Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is expected to meet US President Donald Trump later this month on December 29. Iran set to dominate the agenda. According to a report by NBC News, Netanyahu plans to brief Trump on Israel's growing concerns over Iran's alleged expansion of its ballistic missile program and argue why renewed military action may be necessary. Now, what is Israel concerned about? Israeli officials believe Iran is accelerating efforts to rebuild and expand its ballistic missile production capabilities. Multiple sources cited by NBC, including a person with direct knowledge of plans and former US officials, say Israel views this as an urgent threat that requires immediate attention from Washington. While Iran's nuclear program remains a concern, Israeli officials reportedly see missile production as a more pressing danger. They are particularly worried about that Iran is repairing facilities damaged during earlier strikes and restoring its air defense systems, which would limit further future military options. Recent Israel-Iran conflict. These developments come just months after Israel and Iran were involved in an intense conflict that lasted nearly 2 weeks earlier this year, if you remember. During that confrontation, Israel is believed to have caused significant damage to Iran's ballistic missile infrastructure. In June, during the same conflict, the United States also carried out airstrikes that reportedly destroyed key Iranian nuclear sites. Lots of visuals were also circulated in media. However, intelligence assessments now suggest that Iran may be attempting to reconstruct some of those facilities. Now, Netanyahu's pitch to Trump. Okay, now sources say Netanyahu intends to argue that Iran's actions threaten not just Israel but regional stability and US strategic interests across the Middle East. He is expected to present Trump with various options for American involvement, ranging from intelligence support to direct military assistance. Should Israel decide to strike Iran again, the message from Israel is expected to be clear. Delaying action could allow Iran to rebuild capabilities that would be harder to dismantle later. Now, what the White House is saying, responding to the report, White House spokesperson Anna Kelly reiterated the administration's position that Iran's nuclear program was effectively eliminated during US strikes earlier this year. She said both the International Atomic Energy Agency and Iranian government had corroborated the US assessment that Operation Midnight Hammer, if you remember, totally obliterated Iran's nuclear capability. Kelly added that President Trump has repeatedly warned Iran against pursuing nuclear weapons, stating that any such attempt would trigger swift and decisive US action. Now, what happens next? Netanyahu's visit approaching, the meeting could shape the next phase of US-Israel coordination with Iran, whether it leads to renewed military action or heightened diplomatic pressure remains to be seen. But the stakes, both regional and global, are rising fast. This is a developing story.